welcome back to the stream. I'm LB Hackemup. We're back on this wonderful Thursday evening with some more mystery business. Woo! Let's go around and have everybody introduce themselves and who you're playing tonight, starting with the slime themselves, Walle.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Walle, favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet. You can find me on the social medias at WALLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot, where you can find all the things that I do, the stuff that I'm in. Tonight, I am playing Cheese, the unknown being and the tiniest, cutest little cartoon dog you have ever met. Y'all motherfuckers trying to make me mess up my intro. Trying to be all quirky.
No, it was because I'll view it.
I went,
like last and I went, yeah, let's go.
You just wanted to be a part of the vibe.
Take it away, Kujo.
Oh, hi. I already messed it up. Hi, I'm Kujo of Kujo Plays Games and Crit Hit Chronicles. I'm playing Reggie, the social one, and the himbo. He's a himbo. Let's be real. Yeah, happy to be here. I'm excited to roll dice with this game. I love this game so much. Okay.
Serenity.
Hi, I'm Serenity. You can find me all over the internet as Click Clack Snack. Tonight I will be playing Kitty Lovelet, who is the coward.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. I will be playing. I don't know who I'm playing tonight. I am Tammy. I am the intellectual one, clearly. She's just a shy little girl, so I'm not, but she is.
Your first
Please take
attempt
this
was
from me,
so
Greg.
like I'm LB Hackemup.
I'm Greg, and I'm playing everybody else. I wrote the mystery business, and we are playing my game. We're continuing. We are still in Wonderful Fallenmore, Maine, in the year 1987. We didn't name the university last time, so we're naming it now. You go to Crystal Lake University.
That's
Love
not
it.
shady or anything.
Crystal Lake University. Let's go, slashers!
Hunt them down! Hunt them down! Hunt them down!
Do it for mother.
Do it for mother. Do it for mother.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Wow. Holy crap. Starting up
There's
strong.
no horror loving bitches here. No.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. All right, so we are back on campus after the shenanigans at the mall, which was last week. So a week has roughly passed. During that week, what have y'all done? Have you sort of spread the good news of your great work at the mall? Do you let the cops take all of the glory?
I think Reggie would like excitedly tell like some of his other friends about the business and about, what we did and, and then still not getting it, talk about how my dad totally also busted people doing the exact same thing, which is just crazy timed. So yeah, he'll probably let it be known that we did the
Okay.
thing.
I think 1% Cheese does whatever Kitty does. Like, supports Kitty in whatever she has planned. Cheese is either super supportive of it or begrudgingly supportive of it, but still super supportive of it.
I love Cheese. Cheese is my best friend. Kitty is handing out flyers with the mystery business on it and like not her phone number. I think she put Tammy's phone number for people to call. Because Tammy's smart and like knows logistics and shit. So
Tammy who
All
can't
it
talk
does is
to
go to the-
anybody.
you don't have to talk, you just listen.
It's just an answering machine.
Yeah.
There was no cell phones, so literally
yeah,
it's just
that's true.
the phone in your house that rings or your dorm room. I don't know where you live. That's not my issue.
She wouldn't do it if you're not okay with it, but
No,
that would be her first suggestion.
I think I like that Kitty did it, and then Tammy's just confused one day. Then she comes home and she's like 10 voicemails, and she's like, she hasn't checked it in 2 weeks, and she's like, what? Who's calling me?
The posters are really brightly made, and Kitty and Cheese's name are really large, and then Tammy and Reggie's names are pretty big, but not quite as big.
And the way Cheese is helping out is I think Kitty like gave Cheese one of those big arrow signs to hold out by the highway, right? And you like basically just gave it to him, and you just see like Cheese walk off screen, and then you see like Cheese like standing on the corner, and he does the most badass like flips and everything with it, backing it over, like doing a breakdance spin, kicking it off his legs, and catches it and points it towards Kitty. And then whenever he gets a honk, he goes, and then he goes back to doing the dancing.
People in cars are like, which way is it? Which way?
I don't even know where the Quiznos is.
Traffic just
The
becomes
arrow
a nightmare.
keeps changing. A couple of
Kitty's trying to
accidents.
move with the arrow.
Tammy has been doing work because she is a TA and school's in session. She's grading papers.
So, do you live in an apartment? Do you live on campus? Are you at a dorm? Where do you all live? I mean, you could live at home because your dad's the sheriff of the town, Reggie, but the rest of y'all, are you in the dorms?
Cheese lives with Kitty.
Kitty, I think Kitty lives at home with her parents because she stated that they all moved here.
Go ahead.
Tammy lives in a studio apartment. Very
Reggie
rent.
lives at home as his dad's a little protective.
I could live at your house too, if you want.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
We could watch like scary movies and stuff.
Yeah.
How many times has your dad spoken to you about moving out? Remember, this is the 80s.
Like a couple, but like a lot though. But it's, I've just gotta find the right spot, and it's gotta have a gym because I want to get bigger, and I don't know. It's whenever.
I know this isn't the right time period, but the Bowflex will not fit in an apartment, and you're just beside yourself.
He's like holding it, like trying to angle it.
Considering the time period, it would actually be the Hulk Hogan at-home weight set.
Uh-huh.
Would that fit in an apartment?
Oh,
Yes, it would. Yes, it was made to fit in the
Oh.
apartment.
If that is the case, I'm just gonna say it now. Whenever the game actually starts, and it's like, what are you guys doing?
Well, okay. I put it out there because I grew up with this, and I grew up with those ads that helped me understand how gay I was. Bowflex was the big thing in 1986. That's when that came out, and that's when all the shirtless ads hit.
Oh.
I wanted a Bowflex so badly. I didn't
all
want
the
the
wrong
Bowflex.
reasons.
I wanted the model on the Bowflex so badly. I could have given two shits about the Bowflex.
Love that.
He'll probably have like the weight set with a Hulk Hogan headband. And he'll just be working out at home trying to build up muscle in his like lithe ass body.
So Reggie, your dad catches you at home in between classes. Hey, Reggie.
Hey, Dad.
Any further thoughts about having your own place?
Thoughts? A couple. I just really want to make sure that I can actually fit the Bowflex that we're gonna get in the living room if we can. But I haven't really thought about much else. Why? What's going on?
Just feel like staying at home is limiting your growth potential.
Oh, no, I can keep growing if I just keep
Nope,
lifting the
nope,
weights and
not that.
like.
Nope, not that growth potential.
Oh, got it. Well, I can look more. And he just like stands awkwardly, and that's like, so can I
Well,
continue my
if you
workout?
have questions, I can tell you which parts of the city have the least amount of crime.
Okay.
Uh,
Actually, with us starting the mystery business, it might actually be good to kind of go to places where there are, because then we can solve them.
your new hobby is a conversation that we should probably have. Although I am excited at the possibility of you going into detective work.
Yeah, I mean, we can save a whole bunch of people and solve mysteries and stuff. That's why we called it the mystery business, is because their business is mysteries. That's what that's what Kitty said.
I am curious about what your current major is and how that is working towards the.
Well, okay. So I did think about this. So it's general education, but that means that I generally learn, you know, like whatever, so that I can, be a better detective. Even as I said that, that didn't make sense.
Okay, so you did get there. You got there at the same time I pulled the car up. So I can tell you the path I took of criminology to sort of prep for this job, if that is indeed of interest.
As he starts talking about school stuff, he hears the Bowflex commercial and he's just like slowly.
Okay, Reggie.
Yeah, sorry.
We are talking about your future.
Right. Always a priority. Always a priority.
And your future includes you not living here at the end of the month.
Oh, okay. I can figure it out.
I need you to be independent.
Okay. I'll work on it. I will. No, I will. Don't let me. You make that face when you don't believe me. No, I will work on it.
By
So,
the end of the month,
okay.
whatever we need to do to help, we can help. But you need to start being independent.
Okay. I'll okay. I'll figure it out. I'll do it.
And hey, if by the end of the month this happens, maybe Christmas comes early and a Bowflex shows up from Santa.
I knew Santa was a fan of independence. Okay. No, I promise. I'm doing it right now, and he's like immediately like jumping into his room to like change clothes so we can go look at apartments.
And he heads off. Back at the studio apartment with all of the various voicemail messages, one catches your ear from Libby Pierce. Hi, this is a thing. Have you all looked into the haunting of Harrow Mansion? Okay, bye.
No other details? That's fine, I guess. Harem Mansion. Guess that's a lead. She puts away the tax forms, and then she is going to dial up her friends and see where everyone's at. What's Kitty up to? She at home near a phone?
I think, yeah, I bet they're home now after handing out all their flyers. Both exhausted, like at the same time, they both like fall into like a chair in the bed, in exhaustion, and then immediately the phone rings, and there's just a,
Cheese hops up over to the phone, picks it up.
Cheese? Hi, we have a potential mystery if you guys are available.
Quick.
Hello?
Hey, who was that?
Mystery.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna call him back, right? Because that's business. Why not?
And he like does like a frantic retelling of what happened last time they did a mystery solving.
I think she gets scared as you're retelling it, like she's watching a movie. Then she goes, "No, it's gonna be different this time. It's gonna be better. You know why? Because we're gonna take the credit, and then we're gonna make money, and it'll make it worth it to be scared."
Money. Perfect. And you see a little thought bubble appear in his head where you see a money sign equals a giant bone, and you see the scale model of the bone is like 10 times Cheese's size, and he's just hugging it. He goes, He runs over to the phone, picks it back up, dials up.
Hello? Oh no, she wouldn't pick it up. It goes to voicemail.
So like here's like waits.
Hi. Oh. Hello? Okay, do you guys want to head over to my place then?
Yeah.
Okay, bring snacks if you want. I don't really have anything here.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Like, and then we'll relay that information to Kitty.
All right, Kitty and Cheese are about to hit the store and get bags of snacks.
Oh, so many snacks.
So many snacks. One of these bags, one alone, is for Cheese.
Delicious.
All right.
Who's calling Reggie?
I'll call Reggie too. I'll call Reggie's house.
Santa?
Ba-ding.
It will ring for a long time before it finally. Hello?
Oh. Hi. Are you okay? This is Tammy.
Oh, hey Tammy, how's it going?
It's fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I was just kind of running around trying to get ready. I was gonna go look at apartments because I have to be independent. Otherwise I won't get a Bowflex. What's going on?
What's a Bowflex?
Oh, it's this really cool workout machine. I see these guys on the TV. They're always like shirtless and like really crazy ripped, and I'm always like, oh man, that thing must really work really well if they look that good. So I figured I'd probably look into getting it's a thing.
Okay. Well, there's a call that came in. Apparently a bunch of people got my number somehow, and they're talking about the mystery business, and Libby called and asked about anyways, we're gonna get together and talk about it if you want to come over.
Oh, yeah, sure. That sounds cool.
Okay, so come over when you're ready, I guess.
Okay, cool. I'll be over there soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. He's just like an excitable puppy, like runs and gets ready and then dashes out the door.
I saw a thing where, like, children nowadays, when you ask them, like, call somebody on the phone, what does it look like? They do this instead of this because the cell phone, it's the...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Just
Oh, I
like
forgot to tell him to bring snacks.
this is how I always dialed for the most of my life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This was dialing.
That was a novelty in the 90s.
Yeah.
I had one family friend who had that, and it was the best.
Long numbers were not fun.
Oh, yeah. I remember when area codes came into use.
Oh, man.
Oh, the area code split was big time. Yeah, okay, so eventually you all make it over to Tammy's wonderful apartment. What does your apartment look like?
Oh boy, Tammy's apartment is very clean. There is a table and a few, like, there's a couch and a few reading chairs. One which is kind of like a basket type spot. There is her bed on the other side of the room, and then there's a kitchen space. There's no TV, just a radio.
TVs are really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you all eventually arrive at said apartment. You all find places to sit.
Cheese is already handing out drinks. He's giving like them little cups of ice and little cans of soda pop along with it before sitting down. And in front of him has a little bowl of grapes in front of him on one side, and there's also not a bowl of grapes, but a bowl of strawberries and a bowl of whipped cream. And what he's doing is he's taking a strawberry, scooping it up with whipped cream, and it's comedically every single dollop of the whipped cream he takes is like this comedically huge dollop of like whipped cream on this tiny little like strawberry, and he chomps down on it. And after he chomps down, you see this big old like face covered in his like lower half of his face is covered in whipped cream.
I shivered.
Like swims like.
I shivered a little bit because I've had desserts with like way too much whipped cream, and just that feeling is like, ugh.
Oh,
good.
counter.
Never enough.
Counterpoint. Yeah.
Counterpoint.
No.
You're wrong.
Counterpoint. Kujo's wrong. Yes.
You take a
You know
piece
what?
of pumpkin pie, you cover the whole bitch. Like, not just the top, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
That is enough.
Would you like your whipped cream topped with pie?
No.
Yeah, right?
No.
I don't need it.
No, it's fine.
No, just right
That's for you.
right down the gullet.
Well, you know what? I wasn't expecting that to be a hot take, but here's another one. I don't like pumpkin pie.
That's okay.
End stream.
If it wasn't a hassle for me to kick you from the call.
Greg greatly disapproves.
It's okay.
Alright.
Store-bought ones are.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Store bought a lot of things there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You are all here for your official meeting.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. Make yourselves comfortable.
Reggie brought a dumbbell.
Why?
Why? The Bowflex. I'm trying to get some mass, but I need the Bowflex to really get there. All those guys look so good.
You look good.
If you're getting bigger, you won't fit in your shirts. Then you have to get new shirts.
Oh, that's okay. I could just get my dad to. Oh, right. Independence.
You being independent now?
Well, I have till the end of the month to be independent. Or I don't get a Bowflex, I guess. Maybe? He has some sort of agreement with Santa that it's contingent on me being independent, but I'm working on it. I just gotta find the right apartment and other things. It'll be okay.
So you're moving
I guess.
for Bowflex?
Well, yeah. Have you seen those commercials?
Oh, have I seen the commercials? Yeah.
But that's okay. All that can wait. What about this call?
Oh, well, first point of business, I have been filling out the information for us to actually have a business. It's gonna take some time, but with the Tax Reform Act coming out, it seems like it's a great time to create a small business. So, yeah.
There was a fire in 1963. You know that much. That you could technically stay in the mansion. Like a bunch of it is still intact and you can move around in it. But also, walls are missing. Some of the roof is missing. It caught on fire and did enough damage that people just don't find it inhabitable. Um, Unlike a lot of places, like it hasn't been touched since the fire, which is weird. It is unusual that nothing has happened to that site. It has just been left in the state of sort of disrepair for the last 24 years.
But does it look scary from afar?
Oh, yes. It was scary when it was fully intact. It is now scary and burnt.
That's all Cheese needs to know. Mm-mm.
What's wrong, Cheese?
And like he just flailing his arms, and he poofs into like a little tiny haunted looking mansion, and he goes, "Wah!" and like the curtains blow out, and he poofs and transforms into a ghost, and like wails in like Kitty's face, and poofs back to normal, and like shaking and hugging her leg.
We got to figure out how you do that. That was really cool.
Don't break the fourth
There's a
wall.
reason people don't go in there. It's because the people that went in there are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that we don't know that. I mean, it burned down, but well, it burned, but it didn't burn down. So maybe we do a little research and we go check it out. Just maybe during the day, so it's not so scary.
Okay. That's not a bad point, is it, Cheese? In the day, there are less shadows. More shadows. There are more shadows! You tried to trick me!
I don't know what the compromise is here, because at night it's scary and there's no light.
Oh. Are we getting paid for this? That was just like information.
Well, we haven't been paid for anything yet. We don't even actually have a business, so I don't know if we can legally be paid.
That's not the important thing.
A little thought bubble appears where you see the money sign equals the giant bone, but then the money sign shrinks down smaller, and the bone shrinks down even smaller, and Cheese is just holding it in his hand, looking all sad at it.
Look, you made Cheese sad.
Well, we don't have to do it if you guys don't want to do it. I just thought, if we wanted to progress.
Oh, let's do it. No, that sounds kind of cool. Plus, I mean, my dad didn't say we couldn't do it. So, that means that we're making some sort of impact. And, who knows? Maybe we'll end up finding something that's really good and creepy in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can solve the problem. And then people can maybe go in and fix it up again. I don't know.
Okay, we gotta make t-shirts. Because if we're found on TV, then they gotta know who we are, and then they'll have to see our business name.
Okay. Well, I will go to the library to look up a little bit about the house, and you guys can make t-shirts.
I can actually see if I can go meet up with Libby to see if I can figure out, why she suggested it.
Okay.
Cheese pulls out a jar that says Giant Bone Fund and shakes it because there's only 2 coins in it. It like looks pointedly at Reggie. Shakes it.
He'll take a quarter out and just put it in the into the jar. There you go. Now there's 3 coins in there.
The jock way.
Come on, it could be fun. This could be fine. The last time wasn't so scary.
Aww. Mm.
And remember, there's no such thing as ghosts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Last time it was just capitalism. Mm-hmm.
Capitalism was the real culprit all along.
Mm.
Anyways.
Yeah, then yeah, let's do it. I'll make t-shirts. I'll get yours extra big so when you get all muscular, then you could still fit in it.
Thanks, Kitty.
All right, so you're gonna head off and make t-shirts. Of course, since it was the 80s, there was at the mall. There is a t-shirt shop where you can get anything in iron-on print. You can get them to do anything. They're open. So let's go to the library first. So you head off to the library. Go ahead and make me an education roll.
Yay!
Let's see how deep you get.
Alright, I just lowered this. 15 actually. So, my goal was 65.
So you get basically the surface stuff.
Mhm.
So Harrow Mansion has existed for a very long time.
Mhm.
It was one of the first properties that was built in town. It belonged to the Harrow family, who had a wide variety of businesses. Basically, hands in just about everything at the start of the country. So they just made a lot of money. They brought a lot of trade. They just were always in a bunch of different things. So the Harrow family is very well off, which is weird that they've just sort of left this burned mansion alone.
Mhm.
The other thing that you can find out just from, and it takes you a while because you have to go through a bunch of microfiche to get
Mhm.
to 1963. But you do discover that Charlotte Harrow
Mhm.
died in the fire in 1963.
Was she the
Charlotte was
matriarch?
the last of the Harrow line, quote
Oh.
unquote. She died on her 21st birthday. The fire happened at her birthday party.
Ooh.
And she was she was the only heir, so to speak,
Mhm.
of the family. And at that point, the family just has drifted. They moved to a different area in Maine, and have just left the mansion vacant.
Okay. Alright.
All right. It takes you a little bit of time to track down Libby, but you do find Libby on campus eventually. She is small, about 5'2", has a pretty severe bob cut, clearly dyed red hair. And she's just talking with her group of friends about a bunch of stuff, and they're in a very deep conversation about something. It sounds spooky as you approach, and they quickly hush up when they realize somebody's approaching.
Hi. I work with the mystery business. We got your call about the Harrow Manor. We just, I guess, wanted to get a little bit more information. You guys sound like you talk about something creepy.
One of the girls turns to Libby. Oh my God, Libby, did you call somebody about our plans? What the hell? Oh my God. And Libby's just like,
I mean, do you know of any apartments nearby
They all
for available for
all
rent,
of
I
her
should say?
friends look at Reggie and then look at me. Whatever. We'll see you later tonight. Don't screw this up, Libby. Don't. Okay? Don't. And they walk off, and Libby walks over.
Did I mess that up?
So, okay, one, your voice doesn't match with the voice that was on the answering machine, so I'm confused as to who you are and why you're even here.
Oh, the voice on the answering machine, that was Tammy. She's sort of like the well, she's super smart and smarter than I am. But she's the one that's kind of, in charge of everything.
Mm.
Uh
And is
I I
Tammy available, like right now, or
I don't think she's seeing anyone. Why?
okay? I'm gonna push that off. Okay. Anyway, um, what do you know about the haunting of Harrow Mansion?
Um I know that it almost burned down but didn't really. And it's really creepy.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my knowledge.
So clearly you know nothing, and that's fine. I mean, you've lived here. I don't know. Like, I've seen you around like forever, so I don't know how you don't know this, but whatever.
Uh I I watch a lot of pro wrestling, and I
Mm.
go to a lot of sports events. I don't um
Okay, well, all that really makes sense now. Okay, anyways. Okay, so 24 years ago tomorrow, Charlotte Harrow died on her birthday. Okay, are you tracking so far?
yes.
Okay. So like there's this poem. So if you go to the main ballroom, like where she died, there's like supposed to be a big mirror. And then you go and you say Charlotte's poem that I don't even know who, it doesn't even matter. Anyways, they say that her spirit will come.
Whoa, that's really creepy.
And so like my friends are like, let's do it. Let's go recite the poem. That'd be so cool. And like, maybe, but also I don't want to be A, possessed, B, have my soul stolen, or any other weird things by a dead, burned girl, okay?
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a nightmare. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna possess my soul, like, be attractive. Don't be burned.
Well, I mean, that's it could be a little judgmental, but that's okay, I guess.
Do you want to be possessed by a burned person?
Well, I don't really want to be possessed at all.
Exactly. So, of the options, I would rather have them higher on the scale. Anyways, if y'all, if you could just go and like, I don't know, maybe test the poem first, see like if anything happens, like that would
Oh,
be great. And then just let me know that like nothing happened, and then we can go and just take care of and do our little thing and laughs and like,
so do your friends want you to do this too? But you don't. Oh, you want us to do it first because then you can know that it's safe.
yeah, that. Oh, see, you got it working up there. Good job.
Thanks. I worked really hard on it. Oh, our services um come at a cheap rate for us to investigate this for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and he's thinking back to looking at the thought bubble from Cheese, the big dollar
Okay.
sign and the big bone.
Like this is taking like way too long for you to like add things up. So like, would like $100 be fine?
Yeah, that works.
All right, cool. Like, okay, so like you just do it, report back, and like I'll go to the bank and get whatever. Do you take checks?
Yes.
And like, do I make it up? Like, do we like make it out to the mystery business or?
Well, yeah. Yeah, that should be fine.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna give you the poem.
Okay.
I feel like you should write things down.
Oh, I was just thinking that. And he'll like rifle through his pockets and find he grabbed from home one of his dad's old notebooks. So he's like flipping through the notepad trying to find a clean page. Okay.
Okay, okay. Fire so red, night so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Once we figure out if it works, we'll let you know, and then we can go from there. Thanks,
I do
Libby.
feel I should warn you that there's been a lot of really weird noises coming out of there recently, so goodbye. Thanks for taking the case.
Whoa, no problem. And he'll like wave. That's a weird thing to say real quick. He's like walking while memorizing the poem. But yeah, he'll head back to the apartment.
All right, everybody reconvenes. T-shirts and general education.
Yeah.
Cheese holds up a T-shirt. He drew the picture. It's a picture of all of them. But it's like very crudely drawn picture of all of them, but it is so sincere. You gotta love it. You see Tammy's picture is like a little stick figure, but it has little big glasses on her face. You see Kitty, the kitty picture. There's a little bit extra detail and love into it. Like Cheese like spends a little bit extra time for Kitty's picture. Uh, but Reggie's picture is the way he's draw the stick figure. Instead of having a regular stick body, it's just one big upside down triangle with a little head on top of it and two big jack muscle arms.
Oh, thanks, Cheese. I didn't realize my head was so small, but thanks.
And he gives it to you.
Thanks, buddy.
Kitty's wearing hers, but it's like kind of rolled up and like tied off on the side. And she's like, "Okay, so what'd you find out?"
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
hear you.
I know. I'm
Louder.
sorry. I'm working on that. Okay. The burn down in 1963 hasn't been touched since. We know that they're a well-established family that had a lot of prominence in the early civilization of the country, and so Charlotte Harrow, who was the last of the Harrows, had a 21st birthday party, and the fire started then, and she died in the fire. And that's all I have.
Oh, well, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, not cool. That sounded weird. I talked with Libby, and she said that there's some creepy sounds. I mean, normal sounds coming from the
Cheese, it doesn't register with Cheese yet.
um and apparently if you say a poem in like the big ballroom where there's a big mirror, she might actually show up. The spirit of Charlotte would show up, and then he's gonna see Kitty's face and hang out and not do anything scary. But she asked if we could go and see if that works, because she's planning on doing it with her friends, and she just wants to make sure it's all good. So, oh, and we're gonna get paid. Yeah, she said she's gonna write $100 check addressed to the mystery business, and we're gonna
I
make money.
Turned into big dollar signs.
Oh, well,
You
yes,
unmuted.
you
Love.
did.
You see two
Fucking
bones
damn it.
now in the thought bubble.
Oh, okay, we'll make it work. Yay.
Okay. Did I not ask for enough?
No, that's perfect. It's just, we're not actually a business yet, so the mystery business isn't like you can't really make a check
Oh.
to. But you know what? It's okay. Once I fill out this paperwork, we'll be able to cash the check in a couple months.
The two
Oh.
bones disappear.
Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry.
but you did so well asking for payment though. I would have chickened out.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, we got a number. Kitty's not standing for this. Kitty's gonna call from the number at Tammy's house.
It rings, and then it goes to voicemail. Hi, you've reached Libby's house. You know what to do. The thing will beep. Just talk. Beep.
Hey, Libby, this is Kitty. You know Kitty. So, yeah, I'm part of the mystery business. Listen, part of our business, is a mystery. So we don't need you to write the check to the mystery business yet. If you want to put it down for Reggie Jameson, or if you want to put it down for Kitty Lovelet, or Tammy, whatever her last name is, you absolutely can do that. But don't put it for the mystery business. And if you did and you don't hear this, then you know what? Just rip it up and do it again. That's okay. We can wait 1 to 2 business days. Okay, bye, sweetie. Love you. Okay, bye. And then she'll put the phone down and go, I think I did good.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Mhm.
And he'll still kind of feel a little bad.
No, you did good. You did good. You got payment. I didn't even think we were gonna get paid.
Right. Okay. Well, are you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Keys?
Oh, like fish his keys out of his pocket and hand them to Tammy. I keep forgetting.
I'm driving. I don't trust you guys. I have control issues.
To be honest, I wouldn't trust any of us driving. So I think Tammy's all in the clear.
Well, head out to the manor.
What time of day? Since you spent sort of much of the day doing research and stuff, I'm feeling like it's like dinnerish time. It's kind of dusky. Does that sort of meet up everybody's idea of when the time is?
That jives.
That's fine. I think Cheese and Kitty are just gonna be like, because it's getting dark out. So it's funnier. So good.
So you drive. You have probably all passed this place many times. Like, it is a huge mansion. It is. Few things you notice right away as you're pulling up as the sun's kind of going down. There hasn't been power to this place in a very long time. So there are no lights coming from it at all. There's no pretty much lights anywhere at this edge of town. So you sort of leave the street lights of downtown behind and pull up to this very dark, burned out mansion. The mansion itself is huge. You would have guessed in its heyday that it probably had like 15 bedrooms. It's got like an entire garden area off to the left side of the mansion that has not been tended in a very long time. It is very overgrown. It may have been a maze at one point. It is just now a bramble patch of weeds and bushes. There is like a front wall and a gate. It looks at one point the gate was locked. That has long since been broken, as many people have wandered into this place illegally, presumably many times. There is a notice that's like in plastic on the front gate that says no trespassing by order of the Fallenmore police. It looks like it's been up there for a very long time, and also looks like everybody has ignored that sign and has gone past it many times. But that is what you can see. There's a large front lawn. You would say that it's probably about 50 feet from the gate to the front door. There are 3 steps that go up. The entire porch is that sort of columned porch extension that is all blackened with soot, and little bits of it are crispy. And you can see the front doors, and they are closed, but also don't look like they probably have not been breached in the past by people trying to break into the manor.
Reggie's gonna look at the sign and just say, "Well, I mean, I need to kind of put words in my dad's mouth, but he didn't say to not do mystery business. So technically, maybe that means we can go in."
I
Well,
like the way you think.
yeah, this is fine. Let's see if we can. Well, let's see if the front door's open and go quickly.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
She
You
stands behind
push-
Reggie.
Reggie knows he's the one to go in front.
Yeah, when you push on the front gate, it does that horrible, slow screeching noise. The noise is so loud that it disturbs a bunch of birds nearby, so a bunch of black shapes just fly off into the air.
She screams and clings to Kitty.
In the arms immediately, just
You slowly make your way up the overgrown sidewalk that leads to the front door. And as you approach the front door, as you are about to step on the steps that lead up to the front door, from somewhere you hear a boom, boom, boom.
Maybe it was just the I don't know how to end that sentence.
It's probably just a raccoon that got in. You know, they're mischievous.
Yeah, the raccoon.
Boom,
You-
boom, boom.
A really angry raccoon.
what if it's a ghost raccoon?
Then it will be mischievous and less dirty.
One of those 2 things I like, not the other one though.
Okay. She kind of like hikes up her bra a little bit. And alright, Reggie. Points at the door.
He does like a warm up for his arms, or he's okay, and he'll reach for the knob and see if it's locked.
When you reach the front door and twist the knob, it is clearly not locked, but also you're just twisting the lock. The door handle is just spinning because it is no longer seemingly attached to anything. The doors are just shut.
It's a weird doorknob. It just keeps spinning. I don't know
Just
why it's
try-
not.
Try
Just-
pulling it. Try pushing it.
Oh, I'll just push the door.
You push the door slowly. It creeps open just an inch, and then it seems to catch on something.
He's gonna push just a little bit harder. Is it something that's just obviously blocking the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No dice, guys. I think we may have to find another way in.
Oh yeah, too bad. The ghost raccoon.
Nope,
Yep.
nope.
Okay.
And
They
we'll
just start walking.
walking the other way.
Reggie is gonna hold on to like Cheese's collar and also Kitty's like shirt or shirt collar or something at
Flails
the
in
same
the
time.
air.
Wait, guys, no, there might be a back door.
Mm-hmm. Or a window.
Or a
Oh,
back door and a window.
Or the big broken pieces of the burnt down building.
We could just go in there. Cheese, you love to climb. Just pretend there's a big stake inside.
Boom, boom, boom.
Perfect. And he runs.
Okay, Reggie, you go get Cheese. I'm gonna go find an open window or door, okay?
What am I doing?
Well, you get a choice. You can either go with me or go with Reggie.
I'm gonna go with you. So you don't go by yourself, because that's not okay. And she's starting to just like talk about the reasons that she's going with you.
All right. So, Cheese, where are you running?
So Cheese, he, in his little panic of a scream run, he runs, but he doesn't run back to the car. He actually runs around the corner and stops and huffs and looks up to see if there's an open window above him.
All right. So you have run off. So you run off towards the overgrown garden. So you and Reggie are over there. Tammy and Kitty, you walk down, and both of you go ahead and make me observation checks.
Nice.
No.
It's not helpful, but I did get a 69.
Yeah! I mean, it's so helpful.
Oh, no, it is, because my observation's 60. Let's go!
Yeah!
You walk down a couple like windows down, like that's a couple of like maybe a room over from the main entryway, and as you're sort of looking, Tammy, what catches your eye is one of the windows is every other window like is a raised window. This one not only is a window that twists, but it's new. Like somebody put this window there.
Huh.
What do you see?
Oh, there's an open window right here.
Okay.
Would you mind, helping me up into it?
You just want to go. Okay? If you want to go there, that's fine. And she starts like praying. She's not Catholic, but she sure as heck knows the prayer for it. And she's gonna like boost.
It's very awkward, like shoving on her face as Tammy is attempting to not gracefully at all get up, like grabs the edge, pulls herself up, and gets stuck halfway and like wiggling, and then
No, let me use your do you have upper body strength? And just like it's like she.
I have no strength.
You are up and over and land on the inside of what seems to have been the dining room. You also land on a pile of ropes.
Oh. Are they tied to anything?
When you pull it up, it's a rope ladder.
Oh. She throws the rope ladder out the window.
Like she doesn't know it's kind of warnings.
Sorry.
And we'll
climb on up.
You climb up, and both of you have entered the dining room. The dining room is it's left pretty much the way that the party was, there are plates set out for about 20 people at this dining room table. There's also a cake in the middle of the table.
How new is the cake? Or
You
how
walk
old?
walk over to the cake. It's fresh.
That's new.
Yeah. Maybe they're just setting up for the party tomorrow, but I don't know why they would leave it uncovered in such a dirty place.
Well, maybe it's I don't know. Does it look like it's like homemade or like store bought?
It looks like it was crafted by somebody who knows how to make cakes, whether it was store bought or homemade. Like, it looks professionally done.
Maybe they're practicing?
Well, yes, that must be it. There's nothing to worry about. Everything's gonna be fine.
And as you say that, you see a figure dressed in all red phase through the wall, and looks at both of you and says, "Are you trying my cake early?" Both of you make fear checks.
Yep. Nope, I'm out of here.
Yeah, totes. This is great. Everything's fine. It's not fine. I'm also out of here.
Okay, you both flee the area. Let's make a chase check.
Okay.
I will roll over here.
$50.
I got an 89.
Dang.
All right, so Kitty, you get away scot-free, and can kind of control where you go. Tammy, you do not. You think something cold touch the back of your neck, mark a near miss, as you're almost captured. You run off into the darkness. You have no idea where you are when you finally sort of come to. You ran through a bunch of doors, and you have ended up alone in the dark without a clue of where you are. Let's jump to outside. You two, Reggie and Cheese, are on the outskirts. You are now sort of looking at the various parts of the mansion, and when you realize on this side of the mansion you don't need to find a window, because this is towards the back of the mansion is where the fire was, and there's just a big hole in the wall where the fire burned, and there's no wall there.
Oh, nice find.
Mhm.
Cheese?
You see, like, when you look around, you don't see Cheese. You just see a little bush next to where you're standing is just shaking vibrantly.
Oh, poor Bush is scared, and he'll like walk up and start like petting the bush and try to get it to calm down.
Cheese pokes his head out of the bush.
Oh, come on, buddy. It'll be fine. There's no such thing as ghosts, remember?
Mhm.
And actually, if you want, I do have something that might help give you a little bit more confidence.
Hmm?
He's gonna pull out his Hulk Hogan headband.
Looks at it. And he takes it and he puts it on. And he's just jacks up. He gets all huge and he flexes hard, poses. And he walks, like, struts inside, like looking all huge and jacked, just like.
As you are flexing and posing, Reggie, you see further into the garden area there's another bush that's shaking.
Reggie's gonna walk over, but like a little bit more cautiously as he tries to see what's inside the bush that is, causing the shaking.
As you walk towards it, please make me a nimbleness check.
Oh no.
Joke's on you. Reggie's actually super nimble. Oh, Jesus. That is a 72. That is a success.
As you reach out to that bush to sort of check on it, you jump back as the entire area just collapses into a hole. And you can look down into the hole. There's enough light that you can see a little bit into it, but there seems to be an entire catacomb system underneath this mansion. And for whatever reason, the ceiling here of those tunnels was very, very thin. And it has crumbled away, and you can see into these tunnels beneath Harrow Mansion.
Look, buddy, we may actually find a secret entrance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see this being a problem at all if we go down these tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fully owning.
He's about to nod and say, yes, there is a problem. Then he touches the headband. He's like, and you see like a thought bubble appear in Cheese's head, and his photorealistic Hulk Hogan going, listen to me, little brother Cheese. If you're gonna go down into that hole, brother, you gotta be ready. You gotta drink your milk, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and you just listen to me, my little Cheese little Hulkster brother. When you go down that hole, you're gonna be great because you got those 19-inch pythons raging at your sides, and you got your buddy Reggie by your side. So what you're gonna do, Cheese, when Hulkamania is coming for you? And Cheese goes, and he heads on down the hole.
Amazing.
I'd love the headcanon that Cheese has never seen a Hulk Hogan commercial and like it just transferred through the headband.
No, it's just photorealistic Hulk Hogan. Yeah. But the thing is, it's photorealistic Hulk Hogan. Like everything else is animated, but it's just a real life Hulk Hogan inside his thought bubble.
Oh my
That's where we
God.
spent the budget. Got it.
Yeah.
Getting Hulk Hogan for the show was really expensive. We only got 15 seconds out of it, and it was worth the money, though. Okay, so are you two?
We're going.
Yep,
We're
go,
going in the
go.
tunnels.
All right. So you hop down into the tunnels. There is a tunnel that leads away from the mansion, you can kind of tell, and one that heads towards the mansion.
You'll probably go to the one that goes towards.
Yeah.
You are both walking carefully along, and it doesn't take that long for you to both put the connection that what can we see down in these tunnels? You realize that there's lights have been strung along the tunnels.
Huh. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy if they strung these lights when this place was built and they're still working.
Mm-hmm.
Are these just like string lights or like
Yeah.
what?
Oh, okay.
They're like those
Really?
long like light bulbs.
Oh,
they have been tapped up into the ceiling.
Cheese looks up at them and starts to think if these lights are on, it has to be plugged in somewhere. And can he like see if like there's a way that they could follow where it plugs into?
Yeah, you can follow, like, you can see, like, the string of lights, so you can follow it as it's leading towards the mansion.
Okay.
As you are walking close to the mansion, and the air begins to smell really weird. It smells pretty awful, and I need both of you to make stamina checks, please.
Nope. I got a 22.
I got 11. No, I did not.
The air smells awful, and your head, your senses are just feel weird. your head is just sort of swimming, and you both turn around and you see this horrific visage of a woman in red with her face, just half of her face completely burnt. And I need both of you to make fear checks, please.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Nope. I'm out of there.
That is a 92.
All right. So Reggie, you take off. You just run off completely. Cheese, you see Reggie run. And you for a moment stop and look, and you can see, like, you can tell it's ghostly, but it's not moving. It's not doing anything. And as you sort of shift your perspective, you can kind of see how your brain has put together the pieces of, like, the surrounding area into this form. That also, it's not real, but also you realize that you are in gas, and it is not probably safe to remain here for very long. And the gas is affecting your senses.
So the way it plays out is Reggie, like, they both scream. Reggie runs, and Cheese is still standing there screaming. He's screaming his head off, and it just slowly dies out because he's realizing this thing isn't moving. He's like, he, like, that's when he, like, hops around, like, looks at the perspective. It's like, "Hmm?" And then he takes, and then he's about to sigh like he got fooled. He's like, and he just runs after Reggie because of the gas smell.
Okay, so all four of you have ended up in different areas of the mansion. We are close to a normal break time, so that is a good time to take a break. We'll pick up where all of you have ended up.
Yeah, thank you so much for everybody who's watching. Thank you guys for playing. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. We have hit our 600 follower goal. Thank you very much for everybody who's following and watching later on the YouTubes, whatever. We will be doing a giveaway. I'll have more information later this week. We'll probably announce it tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be back in 5 to 10, so don't go to place. Bye! Hello, and welcome back. We just talked about board games for 20 minutes. Don't worry about it. Sorry, that's Red Sit.
Yeah.
If you want to meet her, watch us on Wednesdays.
We are back in Harrow Mansion during harrowing times because you are all by yourselves. So let's pick up with Tammy, who's in an unknown area in the darkness.
I'll pull out my trusty flashlight, one of those big honkers, and she's gonna start looking around, and she's just gonna say, "This is so bogus." I'm gonna start looking for clues.
You're looking around the room. This room looks to have once upon a time maybe been a study. It is one of the rooms that was definitely in the fire. Like, you can see that, like, the back two walls are very well burned and kind of crumbly. Along the various on the other two remaining walls are various portraits of people in the Harrow family, going back through the ages, although one is notably missing. There's just an empty picture frame in the middle, which strikes you as just like, huh.
I'm gonna search for clues, I think. See if I can find any paperwork or any information in here.
I'm going to have you make an observation.
It's a 53. I can't use luck for that. It's not a success.
Things that you notice, the every picture is every picture has a date underneath it from when the when the family lived here. And the one that would be from 1863 is missing. That's the one that's out. There are no other pieces of paper in here. It's also unusual, given the state of everything else, that you think there should be something in here, but there's nothing. It's as if it's been stripped clean at some point.
The painting on the wall, does it look like there was like smoke damage around it, or was it removed before the fire?
Okay. You can't actually tell. There's no smoke damage on it, but you can't sort of get in the sense.
Yeah, there's not a comical outline of where the painting was.
Yeah, it's weird because it is just the frame.
Oh.
The frame, and it still says 1863 on it. Just the picture inside is gone.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and make my peek out the door.
You peek out the door, and you just see like a long hallway that stretches out towards that front door foyer area. Much of what you're seeing is in shadows because you can see that it's the stairway that leads up. But you don't see anything out there. Just a long, sort of dusty, crusty hallway.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to cautiously explore.
All right, so you'll step out of the study, and we will switch to Kitty. Kitty, you ran out of the dining room, across the hall, into what looks to be the ballroom. It is very nice in here. It is still mostly intact. It was far away from where the fire seems to have happened. It's got beautiful, or at least they probably were beautiful at the time, hardwood floors. There's a large chandelier that sort of hangs up that looks very ornate and very rich. Looks like it's real crystal, the whole 9 yards. Also looks like it had never been converted to electricity because it still looks like it has candles in it. And then you see the thing. You see the giant mirror at the end of the ballroom. The mirror upon which people have said, if you say the poem, Charlotte will come and visit you. You see the mirror, and there's no other furniture in here. That is it.
I want to go look at. Well, first I want to see, real quick, is there any preparation for party in here, or was there only any? Okay, only in the kitchen so far, or the dining room. Okay, I'd like to go over to the mirror. I'd like to see if it's just simply a mirror, or if there's possibly something behind it, or.
Make me a cunning check.
Okay. Ooh, I think I got it with an 85.
So you approach the mirror and you look at it, and you see that the frame of the mirror is against the wall, but the mirror itself is back an inch. And when you touch it, you realize that the mirror can actually slide into the wall. Like it's on a roller. Like if you move the mirror, it will move.
She's gonna look around and then go, and she like moves.
As you move it, you see it opens up into what seems to be a secret passageway. There's like, it's not huge. If you can't walk shoulder to shoulder and move through it, but if you turn a little, you can definitely move through what seems to be a passageway behind this mirror.
Okay. I'd like to pull out the mirror a little bit, go through my handy dandy bag of stuff, pull out lipstick, and write Kitty was here.
Okay.
And then I'd also like to give myself disadvantage
Okay.
because I got a big bag of stuff. while I go into the tunnel.
All right, I'm gonna need.
So
a
I'd like to
nimble-
get my luck.
Yeah, get your luck and make a nimbleness check. You have
Okay.
disadvantage.
I do. My nimbleness is pretty good though. Damn, that would have been so good. That was a 99. I got it with a 70.
Okay. For a minute, your bag hooks. It's a tight squeeze. And matter of fact, you realize you can't wear the bag; you have to hold it. And you slide in there, and as you move down a little bit, you just hear like the natural weight of the mirror slide it back into place. And then it goes completely black.
I'll try to find I probably have a flashlight in there.
I'm sure you do. So while you're wrestling for your flashlight, we will cut to Reggie. When your head clears and you sort of have enough of your senses back to realize where you are, you're what you assume is a wine cellar. There are racks of wine all along the walls in the center. Most of them are empty. There are still a number of bottles around, but clearly nothing near what it was in its heyday. You also don't know how you got in here, but you do see at the end there's a doorway that is it's an archway that leads to stairs that are going up, which you know that is absolutely not possible the way that you got in here. But you don't know how you got in here.
Huh. I think. Reggie is gonna take a look around his immediate surroundings, to see if there's some sort of entrance into that tunnel that he's just not seeing. And he's sort of drawing off of like this random tunnel appearing when they were outside. Maybe there's some sort of door that'll lead back out.
Just as a casual observation, looking around, you only see the archways of the stairs that lead up. You don't see any other.
Okay. He is going to move quietly towards the stairs that lead up, just keeping his head on a swivel in case any other creepy crawlies pop out.
Nothing.
Huh. Okay. You know, it's fine. Yes, ghosts aren't real. That air smelled like bad BO though. He's just gonna start making his way up the stairs then.
All right, you slowly make your way up the stairs, and come to a door at the top of the stairs. Just a plain old shut door.
He's gonna very quietly try to turn the knob and push it open.
As you're turning the knob, Tammy, you're slowly walking down the hallway. When you hear a rattling of an object sort of in the darkness next to you, and then slowly a door opens that you couldn't see before, and you see Reggie behind it.
Reggie! Reggie!
Oh. We gotta get better about not scaring each other.
You okay? You look a little
Yeah.
rattled.
We found like a tunnel that led underneath the house, and then the air smelled weird, and then we saw this really creepy woman in red, and I don't really remember what happened next, but somehow I got into the wine cellar.
Oh. Well, we also saw a woman in red who phased through a wall. So there might be some projectors or something. We'll have to explore more.
Got it. Yeah.
Huh.
Shall we?
Okay. Flashlight forward.
All right, so you two continue to the hallway. Cheese, you're much more in control and head down out of the gas and into what is an unfinished room of some sort. It looks like at some point they were going to build something here. What that was, no clue, because basically it is just a dug out basement. You see the end of the light string plugs into a generator that is currently just puttering away, a little loud, making noise, nothing that you would notice. Also, nobody would hear it because you're so far underground that even the amount of noise that it would make would be muffled by just it being underground. You also see a number of stuff down here. There's a bunch of shovels. There are a couple of big mallets. There is what looks to be just a makeshift drafting table, like somebody just like put a slat of wood across two like bricks to like just big chunks of like walling to make a drafting table.
So Cheese will hop over to the table and like hop on top of it and look to see if there's like any kind of plans or sitting on top of this table.
Make me an education check.
Okay. Education. Sure. I think I can do that. Yeah, nothing for this though. Important cameras. Let's see. Nope, I got a 71 out of, but I needed an 80, so no. My target is my 80, so no, I didn't make it.
Okay. What you see is a blueprint of the mansion, and you see like all of the various rooms, and they'll have X's on them. And then you see what looks to have been the starting of their mapping the tunnels. But that stops. Like there's either a page missing or it's just not complete. You can't tell. Like you just simply can't tell if this is all of it or if anything further. Like that is just what you see.
Cheese will look at this and he'll fold it up and he'll grab his side and stretches it out because he's a tiny cartoon dog. And he puts it into his pocket and slaps up, even though it looks like he's naked because he's a dog, but he has a dog pocket because that's what cartoon dogs have. And he puts it in there. And then he looks back at the generator, thinks about it for a second, grabs the lever and turns it off to see what happens.
Make me a technology check, please.
Okay. That is an 89. I needed an 80.
So you go and it takes a moment for you to pull it, but eventually you like pull it down, and then it stops sputtering, and then all the lights down here go off. But in the darkness, without that, you can hear a hissing sound.
I sniff the air.
The air starts to smell terrible.
And he grabs a lever, and what he does is he takes a deep breath and holds his breath, and like his cheeks are just getting all huge, and he tries to struggle to push the lever back up, and he's struggling. The gas is flowing in the room. He inflates more and more because his breath is being is held in his body. He starts inflating like a balloon, and he's flailing for the lever, and he grabs it, he pulls it back just in time and lets out the air and thuds to the ground.
All the lights pop back on. That's also when you notice that there's a small little bit of a fan that is pushing air from this room down. And you can also, for that moment, tell that it's drawing in air from what looks to be a small trap door that's propped slightly open in the ceiling that seems to be opening into fresh air above you. It seems to also be the only way to get down here.
Because Cheese is alone now. But wait a minute. Why would there be a schematic in the middle of this room? And where are they pumping this gas from? I better go find the others. Oh no, they're probably in so much danger right now. Oh no, Kitty! And like you see like a thought bubble in his head of Kitty screaming as the big red ghost is starting to eat her, but it's like her legs are slowly going into the ghost's mouth as she screams like, "Help! Jeez, help me!" He screams and he runs down the hall looking for Kitty again.
Yeah, so you'll jump up to get to the trapdoor, which seems to be the only way that's out of here. Push the trapdoor and you come into what was once the kitchen. It is pretty bad. The whole kitchen is pretty badly burnt. This is probably where the fire started, you realize. But you're up on the first floor. We'll cut to Kitty. You are squeezing through the various walls. You come to a very narrow set of stairs that lead up.
Okay. She's going to walk up and keep her hand on the wall the entire time. She's saying a different prayer in a different religion at this point. As she goes very quietly under her breath as she's trying to not make too much noise as she's going up.
I will have you make me a nimbleness check, please.
Wait. No.
You can't help but step on every squeaky stair because every stair is squeaky. And so every step is and the more you try to stop, the more you just keep stepping on them. But eventually you get up and into a very tiny room. There's enough room to maneuver in here. You would guess that it's maybe like a 3x3 room. But there's one thing that you do notice is that there is a film projector in this room, and there is a small hole that you can peer through, and you can see the dining room that you were in.
It was fucking fake. She's I'm gonna take the film. That's mine now.
All right. We will flip back to Tammy and Reggie. As you are walking slowly down this hallway, you can hear coming from the walls a hideous squeaking noise. Heavy squeaking, like some heavy, horrible ghost is walking up a set of stairs in the walls.
I don't like that sound.
It must be somebody in the walls. Maybe that's how they're traversing. You said there's
you can go into
a tunnel,
walls.
right?
Yeah, well, it goes under, but
Maybe the whole house has those, for, the staff. Let's follow it.
oh, okay. He's gonna follow along and do the whole Scooby-Doo sneaking animation.
Yeah, you follow where it was, and it goes quiet at the doorway that it goes into the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
You also realize that there's a doorway on the opposite wall that leads into the ballroom.
Okay. Should we try to scare them?
Oh, I've been working on my scary face.
Well, they're in the wall, so they won't be able to see your face.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Okay. She's going to attempt to startle whomever is on the other side of this wall. At disadvantage because it's hard for her to speak out.
Okay.
Oh.
What will this be? Menace?
This is gonna be a deceit check.
Deceit, okay. That is already a failure. Yes, yep, 33.
As you are getting ready to do this sort of scary thing, from somewhere behind the dining room, you hear a loud thud that makes you both jump.
She gives a...
Your face when you made that sound was hilarious.
Thank you.
Hey, I have a new gift for you to make.
Thank you, I got you. I'll mark it, don't worry.
That's it right there. New reaction gift.
Oh. Reggie, instinctually, is going to turn around and position himself between the sound and Tammy.
Okay, you are standing sort of in the opening of the doorway to the dining room. You see the whole birthday party set up. You see a door that leads to somewhere that cracks open, and you see Cheese slowly opening the door, looking into the dining room, and you both lock eyes with each other.
He runs over and just tackles Reggie.
Oh, buddy. Oh, I was so scared. I didn't know where you went. I don't know where I went, but we went somewhere.
And he like hops
you can
down.
see all of this through the little hole.
He hops down and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out the blueprints that he found and holds it out to Tammy.
Oh. She takes it and starts looking at it. This is the blueprint of the house. Oh, look, you can see the tunnels. The tunnel in the wall. Fascinating.
Reggie's like looking over her shoulder, and all he sees is just like lines and shapes and things, and he's like, yeah, it's right there. It's clear as day.
And then he flails randomly, making random noises, and he turns into a generator that has a little battery sign on it, and the generator goes down to 0, and he poofs into a fan, and the fan stops whirling, and he pops back to normal. Gas.
Oh.
Huh.
That's creepy. And unsafe.
Why wouldn't there be gas?
Well, what did you see when you were in the gas?
Creepy red woman.
Yeah, he points at Reggie.
Oh, I see.
Fake.
It was fake. Maybe the gas is used as a... So, when you project onto something, you need something for the projection to go onto, right? Like a wall or a screen. Gas is something that could be used, if it's thick enough, to create the same effect. Maybe.
Yeah.
Kitty, what are you doing? You're watching this from the peephole up top.
Yeah. I'm going to. I think she'll speak through the hole and go, "Yeah, you're fucking right." Loud.
Cheese screams and like clings to Reggie's head.
Like leaps up into Reggie's arms.
Kitty?
Yeah, I'm in the walls.
Oh.
I go ahead.
Well, how did you get in the wall?
So I went to the dining room, from the dining room, I went to the ballroom, and then the ballroom there was a mirror, And then in the mirror, there was a hallway. And in the hallway, there were some stairs. And up the stairs, there's a room. And that's where I am.
Cheese is like you see in the background as like Tammy and Reggie are talking to the air. You see Cheese in the background running by them with a chair, slamming it against the wall, does nothing, runs back, comes back with a hammer, slams it against the wall, nothing happens.
Top
You see
falls
all
off.
these- It's just doing everything to hit it against the wall to free Kitty.
He hits something, his whole body goes.
He uses a sledgehammer, he slams it against the wall, it vibrates it, and he shatters into pieces, and he pulls himself back up together.
I can come back, but I found a projector,
I knew it.
and I found.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were right. You know I'm really right, but you were right.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it
wait.
seems-
If you came through the ballroom, did you recite the poem at the mirror?
No,
What
I'm not
poem?
fucking stupid. If that worked, then I'd be dead.
Oh,
Well,
That's scary things. I don't do those.
that's true. She doesn't do scary. Well,
Gotcha.
it seems like we have a lot of clues.
I'm gonna
acquired.
come back now. I don't want to be in the walls anymore.
We'll meet you in the ballroom.
Okay. She'll
right.
come.
You all make your way to the ballroom, and you can all finally share your clues as a group, which means you can lower your fear by 75.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Holy
God damn!
shit. As soon as Kitty is back, Cheese runs and just tackles her and hugs her.
No, she'll hub back and she'll be like, "Don't ever run away from me again. That was terrible." Scratches.
Okay. I think she kind of like looks around. I think somebody is trying to make this place look haunted. For what purpose? I don't know. I don't think it's capitalism again. Maybe it's to scare their friends. Or maybe it's to scare us. No?
And he points to the map, the blueprint, and points at all the X's on the map.
Oh. What do those mean, Cheese?
Rooms. And like
What?
he then like flails randomly, and he like turns into this shadowy figure, and it's literally just a shadowy figure
Mhm.
grabbing a bunch of tools and going from room to room, and you see like X being marked off of every single room and poofs back to normal.
Oh. It's trying to mark X's on all the rooms in the house.
I
Or
don't think that's the
not.
final goal, but that is accurate, yes. Maybe they're looking for something.
Oh, that could be true. Well, I mean, people are coming by. Hey, do we know anyone who knows how to make a cake like real good, or like a place to buy one?
I only know you guys.
Oh, sweetie, there's just a hug. Oh, honey.
I mean, my mom tried to teach me when I was little. It didn't really work out though.
Well, what I mean is that cake's here now, and it's good, and someone
Oh.
either knows how to make it or they know how to buy it.
Oh.
Well, maybe we should check out one of these X's and see what was behind what they were looking for. Because this is an old house, and they did have a lot of money. They could be looking for treasure. I mean, not like pirate treasure, but, you know, stocks and bonds and stuff. Capitalism again!
It is capitalism, because maybe they hid all their like money in a mattress.
Well, that would make it uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's okay. My dad used to do it. He'd put it in my mattress. It was fine. Kind of lumpy.
Is Kitty's family the mob?
I'm slowly making Kitty's family the mob.
It's like, is Kitty's family life okay? Is it
Well,
good?
remember last episode? Like, yeah, we left New York because stocks are fucking
no.
stupid.
Is Kitty's family in sanitation?
Oh my-
Yeah, I'm real good at cleaning things.
Just because most of the things that Kitty owns fell off the back of the truck does not mean anything.
She has a lot of nice stuff.
Just fell off the back of the truck.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Let that
Yeah.
go to waste? No,
Yeah.
you are not.
You think Kitty is a normal name? Lovelet is a mob name.
Is there on the blueprint? Was there a room that didn't have an X on it?
There are no rooms in the house on the blue trip. There's no rooms in the house that don't have an X on it.
But there is a tunnel system.
Of the one, like you've been in the ones on here and you haven't noticed anything unusual, but you also haven't been up to the second floor or the third floor for that matter.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to figure out what's going on here before we capture our ne'er-do-wells.
Cheese will point to one of the rooms on the second floor.
Okay. Your idea, Hulk. Lead the way.
He puffs out his chest, and he will look towards the stairway. Is it dark and scary?
Mm-hmm.
It Dutch angles.
And he heads up the stairs.
You head on up to the stairs to the upper hallway. One of the rooms with an X is right in front of you. The door is currently shut. That doesn't seem to mean much in here. But like all the rooms along this hallway all have X's on them.
Cheese will go up to the first door and open it up.
When you go push the door open and look around, the thing that you notice immediately is the walls. Each of the walls has a hole in them that looks like somebody took a large mallet and smashed through the plaster to see what was in the walls. And this has been done multiple times throughout this room.
Cheese will look in these walls and sniff around to see, to pretty much smell if there's anything extra unique that he can pick up from this, or to see if there's any extra trails. I would like to use my important characteristics, tiny cartoon dog, to give myself advantage.
Okay.
I had a question about that. When you take disadvantage, how many luck points do you get?
I think it's 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5.
So if I'm using my...
Don't ask me to remember my own rules.
if I'm using my important characteristic, I get a luck point then?
If you're using your important characteristic in a positive way, you get advantage on the check.
Okay.
So you get to roll twice and take the highest.
If you use a disadvantage, you get 5 luck points.
Yeah.
Is it observation?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's a 71. I needed a 60.
Apart from the burning smell of just from the old fire, there's actually absolutely nothing up here that isn't old. Although you do pick up a scent of a human scent that doesn't belong to any of your friends, that is fairly recent.
Oh, Cheese's nose starts wiggling back and forth on the ground, and he starts following it.
It's at that point, having traced before, that you make the connection that if this scent were to go through something heavily gassed, any sort of tracking dog would not be able to follow that scent.
Yeah. As soon as that happens, he like sniffs and like shakes his nose because he got completely thrown off. And he will head back to the others and say, and he will point to like the foot, like to the ground, and you see like these little footprints appear on the ground, and he points to them, and then how they just poof disappear.
Oh.
You can't find him?
And he points to his nose and shakes his head.
Of
So it
course.
feels like they prepped for this?
Mm-hmm,
Like they knew it was gonna happen?
mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's not something we need to worry about at all. They're not setting us up specifically for something. Right, Reggie?
Well, I mean, I don't see the connection, but then again, that sort of happens a lot, so I don't know what I should confirm or deny.
I think we need to call you Dad.
Okay.
How do you suggest we do that, Kitty?
Leave?
She straightens her shirt. We are the mystery business. We are detectives, problem solvers, mystery solvers, and strong, independent people. Right, Reggie? Independence.
Yeah, that's what my dad always says, independence.
That's what Santa likes.
We can do this, guys.
Okay.
Hands in. Hands in, Reggie. Okay.
There's no break, it's just
Okay. Wiping hands off
Okay.
my
Yeah.
hands.
That was kind of
Okay.
gross. Okay.
You all are
Why your
very
hands are
sweaty.
Wait, how much did Libby say she was gonna pay us again?
$100.
Why would you pay $100 to some schmucks?
Did any of you do something to Libby? Did any of us do something to Libby? Is she even in one of my classes?
You vaguely know Libby. She's been around on campus, but
Mhm.
none of you can point out anything specific
Mhm.
that you have done or would have done to her.
Okay. So, I feel like we have most of it, right?
What was okay? This is Reggie maybe having a stroke of genius, or could just be having a Reggie thought.
Mhm.
What was the name of the guy that we got arrested because of our earlier exploit?
Ethan Branson.
Ethan Branson. Okay, and Libby's last name is
Pierce.
Oh.
Does that last name sound familiar?
What, Pierce?
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm. I mean, apart from the attached to Libby, who you know, no.
Yeah, Reggie's
like
just like staring
We're
up.
missing like one clue. We're missing one part of this, I feel
One
like.
thing.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe. Okay, so the idea is that they're doing this specifically to lure us in. Is that the thought?
No?
Oh, okay. Well,
Cheese will actually take them back to the room where he found all the tools and stuff at.
Yeah, you make your way to the kitchen through this trap door, and I'll pop down into that room. You can see the generator that's running and the lights. You can see the makeshift table. And Cheese didn't really explore in here a lot, so go ahead, and anybody who wants to look around can do so if you wish. Go ahead and make observation checks.
ooh, 96.
No.
Actually,
I got
you said-
100.
You said
Let's
that
go.
the gas is not happening in here, right?
No.
Then I would like to do observation, but I'd like to add in tiny cartoon dog to
Okay.
give myself advantage, since the gas is gone. I'm 99.
Nice.
All right.
We're good at
Looking
mysteries.
around, you see a bunch of things that you didn't notice before. There's a couple of you see all the tools. There's also a couple of really like there's a set of lock picking tools that you didn't see before. There is a whole bunch of like very delicate crafting tool work also sort of in the corner, like somebody has built a bunch of different things to help make a like to be able to do something very intricate. While you're looking for that, it's fitting, it's a 10 get 100, you walk around sort of looking at the makeshift table, and you see behind the table a portrait that has clearly been cut out of a frame.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it, it is a woman in an outfit that would put them roughly around 1860, 1863, somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Very sort of Civil War-y feeling outfit. When you flip it over, you see it says Charlotte Harrow, double agent, killed in the line of duty.
Oh my gosh. Guys, she was a double agent.
I'm over like looking at a scrap of clothing like, guys, look what I found.
That's great, Reggie. But this, so this is Charlotte, not our Charlotte, not the one who died in the fire. But this was torn from a painting or a portrait that was upstairs. There's a whole row of portraits, and this one was torn out, and it says double agent. Does that mean? Do I get the assumption that she was working for the North and as a double agent for the South?
Yes.
Okay.
The other thing you know from being in education is
And history.
because probably the only people that knew she was a double agent, she would not have been given a marked grave because she would have been an embarrassment to the family for working for the South. Apparently, only a few people probably knew she was a double agent. And because of that, her grave would be difficult, near impossible to find.
I see. So maybe whomever is doing this is looking for her grave.
That would be kind of weird. I mean, you just find a grave. What's so special about a grave?
Depends on what she was buried with.
Yeah. I was gonna say, or she could have, there could be information. There could be something damning more than just like worth.
Or they could be trying to expose her to the public.
I mean, do the people who still, like, the family, do they still own the house?
I assume so. They've just left it. I mean, yes, they do still own the house.
Why would they check in rooms?
Why would
Maybe-
they leave it?
Maybe she hid something in, like, the walls.
Or maybe the family did. Why else would they leave it? Like Reggie said.
I don't know. I don't leave burnt houses around.
Who can afford a house, right?
We can.
Yeah, we
Treasure.
can. We can.
Right now, we can. I need to work one summer job while going to college, and I got a house.
Well, it's not that easy.
Feels like it.
It was easier.
Uh-huh.
I managed to get a house very early on, but it still wasn't easy.
I just remember watching it the miniseries, and a librarian owns. He's like, "Oh, it's a bachelor pad," and it's just like a 2-story, 3-bedroom house, and I'm like, "Ah, fucking great, Mike."
Jesus.
Anyways,
Now I'm gonna go watch that.
I love it so much. Should we set a trap?
Yeah, we can set a trap.
Or we could keep exploring down here.
I mean, like, we can keep looking around. So, isn't there a third floor?
Mm-hmm. There were all X's in the 3rd floor as well, right?
Yeah.
Those rooms already got searched.
Okay, so only the 2nd floor?
The 2nd floor, the 3rd floor, all the rooms got searched.
All the rooms in the mansion have
Okay.
X's on them.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see if there is a trail of that smell that I smelled from upstairs down here.
You can smell the person smell in this room, but you realize that once it goes down and it leads to the tunnel, but then you cannot.
What if we turn the generator off? Do you think that turn off the gas? No?
He points to the fan.
What if we turn the fan off?
When he motions that if you turn off the fan, the gas will fill the room.
Oh.
So maybe
Then we
they
need to
have-
go find the line. Oh, sorry.
Well, maybe they probably have a gas mask or something that allows them to move through. I wonder if it's natural gas pouring in. And it's not something that they-
Are there any gas masks in this room?
Fire.
Reggie! You're a genius!
You're so smart! Like, 1% of the time!
One of you guys said it. I thought I just put it together.
You did! Good job!
Well, thanks. Maybe it is on a gas line, a natural gas line.
Why would they have a cake? Like, I know we're coming back to the cake, and I know it's been like a long, like, series.
Well, when people try to pretend that a place is haunted, they tend to decorate in such ways.
You're gonna go spend money on a cake?
Well, how long could it take to make a cake?
How long could it take to make a good cake?
I don't know.
A long time? That's how long it takes to make a good cake. I'll make you a good cake.
Kitty's getting a little confrontational about this cake.
I'm getting real confrontational about this cake. We need to go back to the cake.
Maybe there's a key in the cake.
Someone tear open the
The
cake.
gas valve is in the cake.
There's a gas mask in the cake.
Everything else, we've like already caught the dude. Like
Yeah.
it's been solved, but Kitty's still
Fuck
at
is
cake.
with
Like
the cake?
why?
Oh, she'll ask.
So, since you put the pieces together, what you realize from the cave-in, also probably what happened is in their searching, which you see they were using a very blunt force up top.
Ooh.
They probably hit the natural gas line.
Yeah.
Which has caused the tunnel to fill with gas. So, go ahead and reduce your fear by 5.
Hey, yo! We ain't afraid no ghosts.
I was just about to say that.
We're getting so close. I'm at 19.
Oh.
Oh.
It's not going down anymore.
Coward never runs out of fear.
I think the fear's for the cake.
I think it's time. Unless we, is there anything that we missed, Greg? That we should? I mean,
there are still things to discover, but
Yes.
what doesn't mean you won't. You make whatever actions you wish.
yeah, we could interrogate them after, or they'll just spill out their secrets as is wont to do in a cartoon. Do you guys want to set a trap?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you need me to be the bait again?
I can be the bait. That's okay.
You sure? I don't want you to get scared or get hurt or anything.
Cheese puts his hands on both of you. And he points the headband.
Mhm.
And he points his heart, thumps his chest, flexes, and points his like 1.5-inch pythons at Reggie, and will strut down the hall to be the bait.
Okay, well, first, what is the trap that you are making?
I think we.
Struts down, turns around, comes back.
Don't wait, come back.
I think a good plan to start would be to recite the poem in front of the mirror, which will draw out the person.
I'll go with you because you can't talk.
Fair.
So Cheese,
Fair.
I'll say it.
Okay.
Share the Hulk Hogan headband.
You take up the headband and give it to Kitty.
It doesn't go with the style. It's okay. So yeah, probably starting that. Does someone want the films? Do we need to like use maybe the projector?
Ooh, okay. Here's an idea. We lure them out with the poem and start Chase back into the other room. We'll startle them with the projector of the ghost and put something slick on the ground so they slide into the table and into the cake. And then we put a net over them.
All right.
We wrap them up with a ladder.
Smart. So
Alright.
fucking smart.
So who is building the trap, i.e., putting the stuff down?
That's me. That's me.
All right. So you'll make your trap check unless you wish to use your catchphrase to automatically pass.
I did that last time, and I'll do it again.
All right.
She like she puts the ball bearings on the ground, whatever, to marbles on the ground, and she like does a little math in her head, lines up with the cake, will stand behind the curtain with the rope ladder, and she just looks over at Reggie and goes, "Wizard." I'm sorry, I can't change it.
That's
I-
great.
Such a great phrase.
It's my favorite.
All right. So you're standing behind. So you're gonna go read the. You're gonna say the poem in front of the mirror,
Yeah.
Kitty.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. So you go into the ballroom, and please recite that poem.
Her hands are shaking. She's holding on to Cheese. Fire so red, night so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back.
You wait what seems to be an unfortunately a long amount of time. It's maybe only 20 seconds, but it feels like forever. The room starts shaking. It seems to get darker in here, and I am going to need Kitty to make a fear check.
Oh yeah. I'll say the rest is up to Cheese. I did my part. I spoke. You know what? I'm staying for you, Cheese, because I got a 69.
Nice.
Ah, nice.
It was
From the mirror, you see a figure in a big red dress and something on their face step through and hold their hand out like they're coming for your throat. You both run according to the plan, run through, jump over the ball bearings. This creature comes through, hits the ball bearings, swirls, spins into the cake, and is immediately wrapped up and flops on the ground.
I'm giving like a bear hug just to make sure that they're not getting out of any of it.
And now we'll
They
find out
are
who you
wearing a
really
gas
are.
mask, so you cannot see their face.
Now we'll find out who you really are. Pulls the gas mask back.
Pull the gas mask off. Bernardo Bulgari, the property developer?
Greg, I fucking love these reveals. We have never interacted with this person before.
we know this person.
I see.
Oh,
I mostly see.
Chewy
You
cheese.
see, Bernardo.
Cheese looks and goes. And he's like mimics like drilling into a hole.
That's right, Cheese.
You kids know how much I paid for that cake.
Is it
Yeah,
very...
why the cake? Why the cake?
Oh,
Because it makes the haunting feel more real?
Showmanship.
cake is delicious and sugary and only meant for good things, not
And
for
you
haunting.
can't have a birthday party for a haunted dead woman without a cake.
Okay, where did you get the cake?
Okay,
Answer me.
Oh, hold on.
I want to know.
She like shoots a kneecap. Where did you get the cake?
Listen, Bucko, I know how to get information. Where'd you get the cake?
Martha's Sweets Bakery in the middle of town.
Perfect. Take care of it.
Her cupcakes are divine. What was your plan?
Finding that will. If I could find the will and guarantee it could never be found again, I could purchase this and finally develop it into a 4-story luxury apartment complex instead of the waste that it is now. A burnt out husk of a nothing that's a historical landmark. History. Crap. This place is lousy with history. Do we need more? No. What we need is expensive luxury apartments that cost too much to live in that makes me a ton of money.
Oh no, it's capitalism!
Oh no! History
No.
is very important, sir.
Yeah, history is there to remind us of the horrible, shitty things we did in the past that we eventually learn from. Right, guys? Looking at
Yeah.
the internet?
Like right now.
Doesn't sound accurate.
Okay. Call your dad.
Oh, okay, you're gonna have to come with me. And I just like lift him
Oh.
up and walk.
Oh no, I can call your dad.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit easier.
Do you have a cell phone, sir?
A what?
Oh, never mind.
No, I'll just walk. Don't worry about it. Yeah, she's gonna call the police and then come back and arrange herself in like the best like position as like we caught this person.
Cheese-
Make sure the logo
Cheese teases her hair a bit to make it look so she looks even better.
bring out the freaking aerosol can.
Mhm.
Touches up her makeup.
Yeah, your dad arrives.
We're playing cards.
Hi, Dad. I'm still got the guy bear hugged.
All right. What is this?
We caught a guy who was tearing apart this house looking for a will. And he's been scaring people away while damaging the house, and he actually opened up a natural gas line doing it.
Okay, that might be an actionable, arrestable offense. I can't really do it on trespassing because so are all of you. There was a thing, no trespassing, so not gonna really be able to do much of that unless you all want to be arrested.
Well, but you said that the mystery business didn't necessarily have to stop. You called it a hobby, and that we'd have a
So,
conversation about it.
It is a historical landmark, though. And
We are having a conversation. You do need to follow the law, even if it's a hobby.
Okay, but this hobby solved crime.
And the crime is trespassing and breaking a natural gas main.
And also destroying the property.
Of the
And
burnt out building?
yeah, because he was looking for something.
Yeah, it's a historical landmark.
That's a crime. A felony.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just gonna bring him in, and I'll figure something out. Get your statements later. We're gonna just maybe keep this one a little quiet.
Now look. You can push me around any way you want. You can't do that to him. And she's gonna point back. And like, we solved it. We solved the last one. We got a business now. And she's gonna pull the shirt open. So maybe we come with you for a little visit. And then you take our statement then?
I mean, I do want you to come in for your statements. I'm not going to put you in the cop car in the back with the person we're arresting.
I'm not asking to be arrested. I'm just making sure that everyone knows if you say go on television again, knows who helped solve the crime.
Yeah, I'm not going on television about a historical landmark gas leak.
Why not? I mean, I thought that's like a thing you get to do when you solve a crime.
Do you see me on TV after every crime we solve?
Well, no.
Aren't you the sheriff?
Yes.
That's an elected position. Isn't that good to save historical landmarks? Isn't that good for your re-election?
I will get your statements later.
Thank you.
I will get... This is a living nightmare. All right, you... Bernardo, what the fuck? Dude. You're already a pain in my goddamn ass. I'm going to pin whatever the fuck I can on you, you piece of shit. All right, kids, I said none of that you heard. Let's go.
Definitely didn't hear you say... I didn't hear a word.
He hauls him out. And as he's hauled out to the car, you sort of see a figure hovering near the front steps, and you see that it's Libby.
Oh.
Hi, Libby. Turns out there's no real ghost. It's just somebody looking for a will.
But like, did you find it?
No, but wait, what?
Did you know about the will?
Oh, I might have lied about my last name being Pierce.
Cheese would like to sniff Libby.
Not you know that the smell that you're smelling inside was Bernardo.
Mhm.
But Libby, make me a cunning check.
She smells like old money.
66, I got it.
I love the idea that Reggie also smells. Just go, yeah.
68. I got it.
Libby smells like the house. Libby smells like a harrow.
Oh.
Cheese wags his tail. He points at her and points at the house.
Oh.
Tammy whispers in Reggie's ear. Ask her if she could give us permission to be on the land so we're not actually trespassing.
Oh, do you give us permission to be, and he's like saying this loud enough that his dad can hear at the car. Do you give us permission to be here so we're not trespassing?
What? Like I could if like I had the will that proved that I'm supposed to inherit the house. Charlotte died and nobody ever found the will.
Hold on. I want to go back. Can I just start taking down the portraits and ripping open the backs of them?
Oh,
Not
shit.
hurting the picture, but
Okay.
just like...
I was like, God damn. I mean, it probably is in her grave, right?
Look, I'm thinking mob. It's in the pictures.
If you would know that it wasn't in the pictures. Like, you know, because all the pictures left up. Like, if it
Mhm.
was in there, Bernardo would have found them,
Mhm.
and this wouldn't have been a thing.
Okay.
Wait, you said the Harrows were like real rich and dealt with trade and everything. Has the wine cellar been marked with an X?
Oh, 2 in 1 day.
Well, we don't know that yet. He's gonna move towards the wine cellar and do another like in-depth investigation. Maybe see if there's like a loose floorboard or anything pointing.
I'm gonna help
As you're
Reggie out.
looking around, you find sort of in a wine rack up against the far wall, is a bottle marked Charlotte's Reserve.
Oh.
I mean, this doesn't look like wine.
Sure
put my
doesn't. It looks
flashlight
like a
up
piece
to
of
it.
paper.
Someone else mentioned this, right? Anyway, and he'll like awkwardly hand it to Libby.
Libby takes it and smashes it on the ground
Oh.
and pulls out. Oh. Well, here's the check, cause I'm set. I can't thank you enough. I will definitely give you credit for finding something nobody else could.
That's our business.
Does it
Solving
still say mystery
mysteries.
business?
No. It
Oh.
says Reggie Jameson, who she actually like met and made the deal with. So
Congratulations! You got an old broken house.
The land is worth a lot of money.
this is an important part of our family. It take a lot of money to put it back the way it was, but at least now I can.
Oh, we're happy to help.
Finally drop out of that awful university. Ugh.
Yeah, a lot of people keep going missing at that college.
It's not a great school.
No.
Thank you again. I'm gonna head out and get this all notarized. Anybody who asks, you're the ones I'm sending him to. Thank you.
As-
She like heads up and out.
As we all start walking out, Reggie's gonna like look at the cop car. Can you guys give me 2 seconds? He's gonna go approach and find his dad.
His dad is like writing stuff down. Bernardo's on the back, like still cursing, wrapped up in a a rope ladder.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
So we just did something really nice for somebody today.
Okay.
Like after you left, turns out Libby is a Harrow, and this is supposed to be her family's.
Oh. Okay.
And
Good work.
well, I'm not done.
Okay.
I know I'm not the smartest or maybe even the most understanding of certain things, but I like doing this. And you want me to be independent and make my own decisions and be an adult, well, then that's what I'm doing. And that's what we're doing.
All right.
So you could tell Santa to keep the Bowflex unless he still feels charitable, but I'll be out of the house at the end of the month, but not because you told me to. Because I feel like I should.
I appreciate your honesty and your decision makings. That makes me very proud.
he'll like smirk a little bit and hug his dad.
Also,
Oh.
when we get home, I have 6 or 7 books for you to read. I am so excited that you're getting into this business. You will never be rid of me until you know those books backwards and forwards and can pass my tests, not those shitty school tests, not the bunch of the crap, what I feel is necessary to do this job.
On one condition. They all come too.
Once a week for 1 hour. That's about all I can tolerate of those people.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Also, is that a dog?
Yeah, that's Cheese. He's our buddy.
I mean, it's good to have a dog. I mean, dogs are important in police work. They're good for sniffing things out. But are you sure it's a dog?
Well, yeah. What else would he be?
He looks
Son,
over to Cheese at
I'm
that
gonna
point.
be. Just, I've shield you from this for all of your life. Things aren't always right in this town. Things happen that we don't have good explanations for. And I want you to be very certain that that is indeed a dog.
Okay. I can check.
Just. And he grabs you by the shoulder and looks you dead a stare that you have never seen. Make sure you understand all of the old ways of this town.
Okay.
All right, I gotta go lock this asshole up. So,
yeah, okay.
I'll see you when you get home.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks again, Dad.
Good work.
And he's gonna run back to the group. He said we did really good work, and we can like study detective work with him.
Okay.
Good job.
So I'm also really gonna need to find a place to live because I don't want to live with my parents anymore.
I mean, if we didn't stop this, there'd be new luxury apartments. We'll find something.
If you need a place to hold you over for a little bit, you can sleep on my couch for a little bit.
Really?
Kitty is chomping her gum and immediately leans over to Cheese and goes, in a studio apartment.
I didn't know this.
Yes, that's yes. As long, I mean, there will be rules, but yes, yeah.
Okay. No, I'll follow every rule. I won't break a single one, and I'll be. You won't even know that I'm there.
I highly doubt that, but okay.
Can while we're rooming together, can we look into the history of the town a little bit? Something my dad said is a little weird.
She puts her hand on Reggie's hand. I would like nothing more than to do that.
Okay. So he's like, okay.
You two are going to do research? Fine. Cheese and I will do our own research.
No, you guys can. Well, actually, I don't want to invite somebody over to apartment that's not mine. But I mean, we can do it together.
Yeah. But I was thinking, since we just solved the mystery, we could go get pizza?
Can we go to Martha's after, please?
Yes. I really want a cupcake.
She's gonna look over to Cheese and go, all right, they have the best baked goods. And if you actually, I think there's a piece of cake in there that was not touched by his face. So if you want to try it and see if you like it, then we can go there after and I'll buy you something.
We should probably actually throw that out because it's gonna get really bad really fast. So why don't we take it with us?
Or we leave it as evidence except for like a corner.
That works too. We drive off to the, Pizza Hut.
And the camera pans out and then pans into the forest. And you see this weird sort of figure, this makeshift figurine sort of dangling in the wind. And then whatever's holding it up snaps and it falls to the ground. And as it flops over, it looks just like Reggie.
Oh.
What the fuck? What the
And
fuck?
I don't like it.
Mystery business tonight.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Are we actually in Cthulhu? Is that what's happening right now?
Did this just become a Monster of the Week game?
Let's go!
No, literally, when I made like, we were talking like, oh, look at Scooby-Doo Cthulhu. Like, I posted that.
We went
Wow.
full Mystery Inc. Oh boy.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for next week. Thank you guys so much for playing with us. Thank you, Greg, for running this amazing game. I'm so sad we only have one more episode. But you can catch it next week, same bat time, same bat place. Let's go around and have everybody say who they are and where they can find you. Starting with Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Walle. You can find me on the internet. It's WALLE132, just like cute Disney robot. You can find me in all the games that I'm playing and the stuff that you can find me over at GGK every Monday and Tuesdays. You can also see me over at Husha_Kid YouTube channel playing some Lurking Legends coming soon to that channel. Check it out. Me and my dear friend Serenity down there on that show. And also, starting this Sunday over at Indoor Kids, we're playing some Fight with Spirit, a nice sports anime-based TTRPG. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be sweet. It got a great crew, so come check that one all out also. And yeah, that's all I'm doing right now.
Thank you very much, Kujo.
Hello, I am Kujo of Kujo Plays Games. I'm not nervous for next week. You can find me at Kujo Plays Games on all major social media platforms, and also at Crit Hit Chronicles on Instagram, or at Crit Hit Chron on Twitter, because character limits are a thing. Right now, every other Tuesday, next episode is coming up this Tuesday, we are running Daggerheart, a full campaign for that. On the horizon is going to be a Tales of the Valiant game. Thank you to the Kobold Creates program for sponsoring that. And there may also be a game maybe in July at some point. I don't know. It'd be super weird given the system that just came out. Anyway, that is where you can find me and be nice to each other. It was super fun playing with you guys.
Serenity.
Hi, I am Serenity. You can find me all over the internet as Click Clack Snack. You can typically find me every other Sunday on Tragedy of Theologian. You can find that on Total Party Kiss. It's a 5e Greek mythology inspired fantasy game, which is super fun. You can also find me at Husha_Kids YouTube playing Legend, which Wally just talked about. There's more stuff to come, more fun things. Yeah, I'm doing lots of fun stuff, so check out my interwebs. Check out all my socials.
And Greg.
Hi, I'm Greg. You can find all the games that I've written so far at Leatherman.games, which is Glitter Hearts in the mystery business. So if you like this, go ahead and look for that. The easiest way to find me on the internet is probably go to Instagram, Lysander03. It's where that is. It's the same on Threads, which I use more often. You can find me on Twitter, but don't, because that place sucks. You can also listen to me do more games and run more games and play more games on my actual play podcast, Very Random Encounters, where we do everything randomly and just play to see what happens. We are 7 years in, so there's a lot to listen to, and we play a different game every season. So we have covered at this point, I think, every genre that exists. So you can pick them up, listen. Just look through. We have a listening guide at vre.show. So check that out if you want to hear more.
Thank you very much. And I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Instagrams. You can find me at Hack Recklessly. You found me here on Twitch as well as on the YouTube. If you're watching there, please leave a like and a comment. We appreciate it. The next time this channel is going to be live is tomorrow night. We're going to be playing through Alan Wake. We're about halfway through, I think. It's a very fun game, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell is going on in that game, but it's fun. We'll also be back on Sunday for our level 15 Dungeons & Dragons game. They just defeated Chompy, the T-Rex who was awakened and wished to be a dragon. They feeble-minded him, so he was just a T-Rex dragon, and they killed him. So, you know, things happen, but I'm proud of my players. So, good RP next session. Join us for that. You can always find our stuff on our Discord if you want to support us. We have a Patreon as well as other things. We have merch in the store. We just hit 600 followers tonight, so we are going to do a giveaway. Keep an eye out for that. It'll be on all of my socials and all of Ren's socials. We're going to do a raid. We're going to raid Captain Robert because they're playing their Eve of Ruin game tonight. We got Ted on there, friend of the channel. And yeah, so I guess I'm LB Hackemup. Hack recklessly. Bye!
Mind flag about.